Hey guys, Jeff here. Today I wanted to take you guys behind the scenes a little bit and kind of show you how the solo mode of Canvas is coming along. Um, so Andrew and I have designed a really fun solo mode for the game, but only just recently did we find another way that we could do the solo mode of the game. So today I kind of wanted to run you through both versions of the solo mode that we're considering and testing. And if you want, you can try them out for yourself, and we'd love to get your feedback on which version of the solo mode that you prefer. But first of all, I'd love to show you the solo mode of the game that's in the current version of the rulebook. And in this mode of the game, it has a simulated opponent that will be taking cards off the board. So kind of how that works is it functions very similar to the multiplayer versions of the game, where on your own turn, you can purchase a card from the market. For example, if I would like to take this card, I would leave tokens on the cards to the left of it, and I could add this card to my hand. And the cards would slide down as usual. But when we get to the opponent's turn, we would take their inspiration tokens in hand, which are double-sided with a face-up and face-down side. We would shake those up, and we would toss them. And we would see how many tokens are face-up. And this shows how many tokens that the automated opponent is going to spend. So I'm going to take their face-up tokens, place them all out on the board, and the very next card is the one that the opponent will remove from the game. So what this does is it kind of simulates the feeling of another player taking cards from the market, and it creates an interesting sense of push your luck, so that you never know for sure which cards will be available on your turn, just as you would when you're playing against a real person. So if there's a really good card in the market, you might have to spend a little more in case you think your opponent might take that from you. So that's kind of the first version that we're working with. Now, the second version doesn't have an automated opponent. Oh, and one more note about the first version. The automated opponent does not actually score. You're still just trying to get the best score possible for yourself, but the opponent is there just to be removing cards from the market and creating that push your luck system. So for the second version that Andrew and I have been working on, there is no automated opponent at all. It is entirely a puzzle just for yourself, and you have complete control over the market. So it's a little bit different feeling of a game than the multiplayer version, but it definitely still creates an interesting puzzle experience. So in this second version of the game, if you would like to reach for a card, instead of placing your tokens on the cards, you will discard tokens to skip and trash cards. So if I would like to take this card, I must pay 3 tokens to the supply. These 3 cards would then be trashed, 1 card trashed for each token that I spent. I can take the selected card, add it to my hand, and then we'll slide the cards all the way down and replenish the market entirely. So this is a very different feeling for the solo play. There's a lot of planning ahead that happens in trying to get the right amount of cards. And the only way you can get tokens back in this game is if ever you take the first card, you get 1 token back from the supply. And a rule we're considering for a second way to get tokens back, not totally sure about this one, but when you create your painting and you sleeve it in, you get an immediate bonus of 1 token. I've been going back and forth on that rule and would love to hear what you guys think about that addition to the game. The main reason I'm considering it is it gives you as a player an interesting choice as to when to create your painting, instead of always waiting until you have 5 cards. So that's it for the 2 different solo modes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if either one of those modes appeals to you more. But I would love if anyone's willing to try the game out by using either the print and play file or the game is available on Tabletop Simulator. Please give them a try and let us know. We are very open and receptive to feedback, and we would love to make any changes or fixes. If you guys point out things that you would like to revise about the game. Playtesting is such an important part of the process. So we really would appreciate that. But thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think.